So I'd like to give you some context about our community and one of the challenges and opportunities that we faced. So ChoiceOne Bank is historically an agricultural bank, and in northern Kent County and Newaygo County, we serve hundreds of family-owned fruit farms, and as well as other crops. And so where we are located is known as the Ridge, and that is because of the apples and peaches farms that have been held in many families for over 100 years as well. And the primary way that the harvest season works with these family farms is they bring in workers, many of them through various immigration, temporary immigration from Central America, and as well as have a significant permanent resident population. A lot of these workers, their primary language is Spanish, and many of them are new to the U.S., certainly the U.S. banking system. And so if you can imagine, in our area, there are thousands of temporary and permanent residents, and many of these temporary residents return for decades. Many of them are unbanked. They struggle to find services in their language. They struggle to, to save. If you can imagine being an immigrant and you've earned more in a harvest season than you'll earn in multiple years of working back home, you're carrying this in cash, and that poses a real problem for our farmers' employees. And how do they get home safely? And every year there is, there are issues with these employees carrying so much cash around. The primary way these employees are paid is via paper check, and then these employees will cash those checks at a check cashing facility or our bank. And what my team, our retail team, really kind of pressured us on is how do we help them? And it wasn't just how do we help them cash checks, it was how do we help them understand the U.S. banking system? How do we get our Spanish-speaking permanent residents more engaged with us as a bank, as customers? And how do we do that outreach to both help our employers and pay their employees a fast and secure way, and also their employees, how do we help them as well? So there are three things that we did, and I'll have Trish explain how we did this, but what we really focused on was how do we have a safe and secure way for those employees to be paid, and be paid with minimal fees? How do we deliver financial education, and how do we deliver it in Spanish? And how do we deliver Spanish-speaking customer service, which for us as a small bank was new? So those were our challenges, and our Community Reinvestment Officer, Trish, will explain these services in more detail.